Hi everybody, today I'm going to play a little bit of Pokemon Emerald, and I got a little experiment here I want to test out. So I filled up the Pokedex and caught all the Pokemon before facing the Elite Four, and I want to see if after being the Elite Four you get your starter Pokemon immediately, or you have to do something else before you can get it. So we'll see here in a couple minutes, so I'm going to start and let's see. And we're playing Pokemon Emerald, here we go. Classic. Alright, let's get started. Alright, as you can see, I'm at the Elite Four. And so far I got my Pokemon team ready to fight. I might have a Rayquaza so I could go faster. And as you can see, I caught all, I've seen them all, I caught them all. Took a while, but I did it. So here we are. Alright, I'm gonna add them to the team. And I caught all of them there. I haven't fully completed the live deck, but we'll be here pretty soon. Yeah, we're gonna face the Elite Four. And yeah. And I've got all my badges, by the way, so. Alright, so here we are. Alright, so here we go. This is going to take a while, but I want to see if at the end we could get one of the 3 starters from the 2nd generation, which is Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. And I want to get Totodile since I got the other 2. Let's get this going, so. Alright. Man, this money I just want to go down. There we go, he's down. Oh, good. Alright, good. I race somebody else for that one. Later down the road, I will be buying a little device that plays like GBA games. If anyone's interested, I'll probably make a review out of it and give it a try. Yeah, one day if you're interested, I'll definitely buy a little device and maybe play some GBA games on it. I mean, I do have 2 Pokemon Emeralds, and this one usually I just want to have it as my playthrough, my other one as my main. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna get one of those. The next one is the Ghost, which looks like going around. So that's gonna take a while, by the way, so who knows how long I can finish. Oh, this ain't looking good. Thought I had crunch. Looks like I didn't. Oh, using it again. 3 times already. I'm saying a lot. I might have to switch over to Rayquaza. Alright, I think we're switching over to Rayquaza. It's gonna take a while, so. Ooh, Earthquake, that's gonna be useful for him. Let's see, let's delete. Delete Muddy Water for now. Delete Surf or something like down the road. I don't like using my starter as a HM slave, but you know, sometimes you gotta get through the game. At least in Nerf games don't have that option, but kind of ruins this, it doesn't feel like Pokemon like it used to. Back then you use them as HMs, there was some obstacle in the path and now you don't. They usually give it to you for free, Which, the games are decent. It's just, let's see, in my opinion, the first gen was good. The second gen was good because, it's just like 2 years later after the original. This one is just started with 2 evil bosses, which changed things a bit, which is pretty good. Then came the 4th, wants to go to another world and so on and so forth. The 5th one tried to free Pokemon, Then we got the 6th one, which was destroy the whole world, which was kind of crazy in my opinion. That region is good, but kind of crazy on the story of the villain side. They just want to kill everybody, It's something you just don't want to see in a kid's game, The 7th gen, that one had a good story, but I didn't like it how they added the Tidum or whatever you call those Pokemon, which kind of, didn't like that at all. Kind of ruined the experience, honestly. It was a good story, I will admit. It was a good story and stuff, The 4th gen, that one is kind of, didn't have that much of a villain on that game, honestly. It was kind of a shame, Didn't have bad people or anything. There were, but they weren't like bad people. They were kind of just troublemakers. That's it. They weren't nothing else. They weren't like, oh, we want to take over the world or something, They were just, And then we got 9th gen, which it's a pretty good game in my opinion. Not the best, There weren't villains, but there were kind of, you could say, troublemakers. There were troublemakers. Also, you got, you face those. I think it was Titan Pokemon in this game. The other one was, I forgot what the other Pokemon were called. I haven't played that game in a while. But yeah, it was just kind of weird. The story kind of was weird too, Which, But I hope they got something good for the new Pokemon games that are going to be released here pretty soon. Pokemon ZA or AZ. Basically another Legends kind of way-ish. And I'm actually curious to know, since we're going back to 6th gen. Which kind of was a shocker. I thought we were going to 5th gen or something with 2nd gen, I was like, maybe there's a possibility. But the good thing is Pokemon's taking their time with the game, which is good. The more time they take with the game, the better it'll come out. Take your time, Nintendo or Pokemon, basically. Do what you gotta do, Do what you gotta do. Okay, so the next one is an ice type. I'm gonna use Sceptile for a bit. Yeah, it's just a shame that, at least we're getting another Legends. Legends Arceus was not bad. It was a pretty good game, honestly. Kind of like the story, everything. It was like perfect, almost. There was no glitches or nothing, so that was a good thing about it. So yeah, if you haven't played Pokemon Legends, I'll recommend that one playing first. There's Pokemon Red and stuff, but I recommend playing more, just play, the newer games. I recommend playing Legends Arceus. It kind of gives you before Red started, and then if you want to start, by timeline wise. But I like that game more because it's more like, it kind of teaches the basics of Pokemon before, you jump over. Only, once you jump over, you're not trying to survive and stuff. You're just trying to, battle. That's what you're basically doing. And, Arceus, you're trying to survive from being, bulldozed or attacked, Which fans like, fans always wanted a game like that, and they got it, but it wasn't like what we expected, It's taking a while. And oh yeah, I just wanted to mention if you might wanna, if you got any Pokemon home, not Pokemon home, Pokemon Bank. You might want to move those Pokemon to Pokemon Home just in case, Well, I mean, we still got time, but just move it just in case, because you never know. Pokemon could do anything. They can surprise us, like, oh yeah, we're releasing Pokemon whatever, and then and also we're taking down Pokemon Bank since I think it's next month. So yeah, just keep an eye out on that. I'll keep an eye on the news in case there's anything. And if there's something, I might upload a video saying, hey, we only got a limited amount of time. You better, it's getting kind of tiring. I might switch over to quiz again. Well, I'll get through this a little quicker. No good thing that doesn't affect the Quasar. Kind of weird they gave him that, honestly. Let's see. There we go, down finally. We gotta jump over to Glade. Okie dokie, I can type that. Man, I do apologize. It might take a while since barely we're at the third one right now, and I still gotta face the dragon. The Elite Four dragon, and then the champion, and then after that, the cutscene and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna take a while. And it's funny how people back then, when they play these games, they go directly for Rayquaza. And then they just, go through the Elite Four using Rayquaza, which is pretty fun and all that, but I kind of don't want to do it this run, but to me, I kind of want to be done with this since I've been kind of playing this game a bunch of times, and I did have all the Pokemon ready to just be sent over to the new version, the new copy of, Pokemon Emerald, the new save file. I sent all over to Leaf Green, and then when I was trying to send them over, my whole Leaf Green data got deleted, and it might have been because I sent so many Pokemon over that it might have freaked out and just panicked and had to start over again. And I had a good Charizard and Dragonite in that game. I had a level 100 Charizard and a level, I think it was a 90 or an 89 Dragonite. I don't remember exactly, but when I saw that I lost them, I'm like, dang, all my hard work just gone. Which kind of gave me a shame there because, I mean, it was just disappointing to lose your Pokemon. And I think that was the first game I ever played, so yeah, I never lost the data or anything until recently, so yeah. And so I'm playing it again, about to get to the 8th gym and then go to the Elite Four, so yeah, I'm almost done with that game. And it's sure taking a while, so. Yep, there he goes. He's down again. Okie dokie. It's an carnivore. These prices of these games nowadays. You want to buy a Pokemon Emerald for $200? In my opinion, that's too much money. Pokemon Emerald. At least the Fire Red and the Rubies and stuff, they're not too expensive, well, they are still up there, they're like in the 80s to 100, depending, and it's just getting a little out of hand, honestly, with this game price. I mean, $250 for Pokemon Emerald, and my brother did got one for like $45, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, it was $45, and I was surprised when he got it, honestly, because I didn't know those games still go for like $45, and he got it from GameStop out of all places. And I think he was there when the guy was bringing it in. He's home. The guy from the store was like, "Hey, well, you know, just take the store credit or whatever, right?" He's like, "Nah, just give me the money." And so he asked for the money instead. And my brother was like, "Well, that's kind of a dumb move, you know, since he heard it was Pokemon Emerald." And so, you know, after the guy left, he asked him, "Hey, well, is that for sale?" And he said, "Yeah." And so immediately he bought it for like $45. I think there was a fire red too. And I think there was another guy there at the store, and he bought it, I think. I'm not sure, but my brother went back again to see if the fire red was there, and it wasn't there. And so I was like, oh man, because I told him just give me fire red, if you know, because he did told me they were both there. But he said he was gonna get emerald. Like, well, at least give me fire red. And since they were both going for the same price, you know, $45, I was like, that ain't bad, honestly. You know, but he went back and he didn't find it, and so yeah, instead he just got emerald, which I was surprised. Yeah, I did have a dead battery, but you get that fixed, you know. A dead battery's, you know, not that hard to, you know, or you could get somebody to do it for you. It's like a quick job. But yeah, it was just surprising that he found it for that price. And I got this one for like $200, and it doesn't even come with a sticker, which was surprising. Yeah, it's taking a while. This ain't good. Well, I have to revive Equator for this again. Since I've been just training my other Pokemon and having focused on my main line, trying to finish this dex. You know, and then it takes forever to find out my low tick, so I had to send it from another game save file in order to do it, you know, and then still you gotta waste days to plant berries, you know. And man, that was just, you know, pain in the butt all the time. You had to, you know, be planting berries, and you had to plant a certain berry a couple times, you know, like it was a hard one. And I had to grab from another save file, and I got it, and I just sent it over here, plant the berry, let it grow. You know, I think I still have that berry, but you know. But yeah, it gets a little annoying when you're trying to, you know. I should have had a Chester berry there. I could have made him go to rest, honestly. Okay, since we are done with him, or her, I mean. All we gotta do is jump over to the fourth one. Oh yeah, and the little device I'm talking about, it's a pretty interesting little device. So, it connects to your TV through an HDMI cable, you know, and it gives you a couple of controllers, you know, it's kind of, you know, just controllers, and you could play. I mean, I don't know if you could trade with that little device, but it'd be kind of cool if it did. Honestly, don't know. I just saw it once, and I'm like, ooh, that'd be interesting. I might get it here pretty soon. Since I got a TV and I'm moving out, I like playing these games. I mean, Pokemon, these games are like the best back in the old days. So yeah, this is Revive You and Rayquaza. I might go with Rayquaza, but I want to give a couple rounds to Flygon so he can have a couple rounds, take down a couple, and if he goes down, I'll send out Rayquaza after that. So it'll be a quick. So you could just sweep him. If he could take down two, that'd be a win. You know. Alright, let's get through this. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty interesting game so far. I mean, you know, you can never go wrong with Pokemon Emerald. It's one of the best games. It's up there with Plasma. Pokemon Platinum, one of the best. I wish they had a little device, honestly, that you can put your little 3DS games, like the device I'm talking about for like 3DS, NDS. That'd be awesome to see that. Maybe they will make it later down in the future. You know, we just need to give it some time. You know, just give it some time. Somebody probably will come up with an idea or something and do it. You know what I mean? Since, I mean, they made that little device, and the only device that could do that back in the old days was, what was it called? The GameCube. That was the only device that went to, like, do stuff like that. And nowadays, you know, now, you know, we got a little device, a little tiny box that could do that. Or they could connect to your PC and do the same thing, you know, which is pretty nice. But yeah, it's interesting. And if you want to see more stuff like this, well, not like gaming, but like if you're interested in gaming and stuff, I've got another channel called Classic Gaming. Just check it out. It's pretty interesting. If you're looking for a way for your games, you know, some interesting items for your Switch, I got a couple videos of like Switch products, you know, like Switch stuff, like how to charge your Switch controller, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, if you want to give it a try, go ahead, go over there and check out all those other videos. They're really interesting videos. So yeah, I mean, I also talk about you know, anything that is helpful for the consoles. I mean, I do have some PlayStation videos, but they're not that interesting. They're usually controllers. If you want to watch unboxing of those and what I think about them, there's that as well. Let's see. But most of that Switch stuff, like accessories and some unboxing videos of some Switches. I do want to, might start, later down the road, I am planning to show a video of like, you know, like, I'm gonna make my own gaming room here in the near future since I'm moving out and I have a house now. And I'm remodeling as I go. Because right now we just finished doing the bathroom, I just gotta do the master. And after that, after I finish this, I can finally move in and start rebuilding the rest of the house as I go. Since, you know, the kitchen probably will be the last thing I'll remodel. You know, since right now I can still cooking stuff in that kitchen. It's just, I might say that for last because, you know, I want to finish with everything else. But we'll see. Maybe after building the 2 rooms, I'll jump over and do the whole living room and the kitchen as well. I'll knock them both out at the same time. So, you know, living rooms aren't that hard to do. All you just have to worry is to remodel, like, do the walls and the floor. The kitchen is mostly the hard work because you gotta add, like, sometimes you need to add a new stove, new fridge, you know. Sometimes you have to redo the counter, maybe add an island if you feel like it or not. I might do that. It depends. You know, you just gotta start. I mean, sometimes you gotta buy a house that's a little beat up and give it a little, you know, little maintenance or repair it, and later at the end, you'll be kind of like good that you repaired it. So there we go. We got that one made. Okay, now we're going for the champion, and then we'll be done. And I might skip the credit scene here. But yeah, it's getting a little... The video's becoming a little long. Alright, so give me a sec, and we're about to start. Just give me a sec, let me do something real quick. Alright, so let's keep going. See if we'll be done with this here pretty soon. And I might later down the road make a shorter version of this clip. You know, I might make a shorter version, so, you know, we'll see. Alright, let's see. I forgot I had him. I forgot he's a grass type, or a water type user. It kind of stinks that they replaced Steve. And then you only get to battle Steve once after being the champion. You get to battle him once and never again, which is kind of a shame, honestly. He should have added that where you could battle him a bunch of times after being the Elite Four. Like how they did with Red and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That was a pretty good option after being the Elite Four. You come back to, you know, I forgot what the name of the mountain is, but you go top the mountain and face him again. And, you know, it's pretty cool to do that. I wish they would have done that here in this game, but, you know, they didn't. Yeah, but we're almost done here. Oh, well. He healed. Alright, so we're gonna get this guy. Taken out. Oh, this ain't looking good. So yeah, I'm about to release a quiz here, which is see if we can knock them all out at once. Alright, Tentacruel, let's send out Carnival for that one, see if we can take it down. And I do got a theory. There are people saying, why don't they bring, Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue on the Switch? In my opinion, that'd be kind of cool. But there's one issue. You know how, I forgot what, but there's a certain group of people that changed, game ratings. I think they added a new law or rule for where they can't have gambling in kid games anymore, and if you do, you have to rate that at M. And if the old Pokemon games have they have like casinos and stuff, basically the gambling, they basically won't let you. That's why, and you notice in Pokemon, or the remakes of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, they didn't add that for that one reason. They added that new rule, and I'm thinking that's the reason why they don't want to release Pokemon Red and Blue to the Switch. The only reason they probably will do this is because they have to kind of do they have to go back into the game and modify it where, they have to eliminate the game order, the whole thing, and they have to mess with it. And there's some, how you gonna get, what's his name? I forgot what his name is, but that Pokemon, Porygon, that's the only way you can get him in the game. And yeah, basically, it's the only way you can get them. And how are you gonna do it if you have to gamble for them? That's why they didn't add the remakes of the games either, because that's the reason why. So if you ever wonder why aren't they bringing it to the newer consoles, that's the reason they don't want to make remakes of those games. I think all the way until 5th gen is when they never introduced that, They never added gambling into the game. 6th gen, they didn't do that anymore. And what other game? I think all of them. From 5th and upwards, they didn't do that anymore. Because, the new rules and stuff, and that's why you don't see gambling in the newer games anymore. Which, yeah, I think gambling good for kids anyway, but still, that's the reason why they don't put it out to the newer generations. It kind of stinks, but we can't do anything. They change rules for a reason. It's gotta be a rule why they did it. So, yeah. Well, I was expecting to try and knock them out quickly. Alright, so how many we got left? Alright, he leveled up. Sweet. Okay, we got Gyarados, and we're down to the last 3. I'm gonna have to heal him up after using this. Alright, let's see. Let me see if I can bring 2 back, because, yeah, they're down really bad. This is my chance to bring two. Yeah, my team wasn't ready, but at least with Rayquaza it was kind of an easy. And I didn't want to train up anymore because I'm kind of tired. I've been playing this for the last days, and man, it gets sick and tired. And also, I was playing Need for Speed Most Wanted, which was another good game, honestly. Liked it. I never played it when I was younger, and I started playing it recently. One of the best games out there. The ending, how they did it, was pretty interesting, honestly. And I do have a theory where I think after he jumps the bridge, he never arrives back to that city ever again, since he's most wanted in that city. I think that's my theory, but since after the game, immediately you go back to the city port, but that's just so you could do stuff in it. But that's the main reason. I think what happens after you get your car back, you get the heck out of there. And I think that's when you go to Need for Speed Carbon. I could be wrong, but that's my theory. Since I've never played Need for Speed Carbon, we do own the game, but I never played it. It was on the PlayStation 2, and I never finished playing it. Since I only played like maybe a couple 3 races, and I jumped over to play other games. I never went back to it ever. And since now that I'm older, I kind of want to go back and play it, finish it off. Get that done, get it out of the way, so I can see, there's more games, Need for Speed. If you ever play Need for Speed The Run, a good game. My brother played it. I've seen him play a little bit of it when he was a bit younger, when we had the PlayStation 3. It was a really good game, since we did out of 2, but a 3, that's what we played the most out of. The 2 we did, but not much. We didn't play that many games during the time we were young. We would play a few games. But then when we got to 3, we started exploring more, like Call of Duty and stuff, and but then we got into a bunch of other games, So recently me and my brother play on 5. We've been playing Helldivers, a pretty good, interesting game. If anyone, that game is really fun. You're fighting for democracy, basically killing those bugs. I call them roaches, and also killing the bots. Pretty fun game. Also been playing Halo as well recently. I played a little bit of Halo 2, but I haven't finished it yet. I might go back to it. So yesterday night I finished playing also Need for Speed, and so I was like, let's go back to Pokemon Emerald and finish it off. And I got to this part here since I was stuck with the berry issues. I kind of was tired and bored, so I'm like, I'll go back and play some PlayStation 1 games. Man, this takes forever to beat this guy. Quiz I missed. Come on, buddy, hit. You hate it when that happens a lot. You're over here fighting and he doesn't hit. Oh, he missed again. Dang, come on, just hit him once. He's right there. He's almost down. He's about to faint. Hit him. Ah. Hit him one more time with an... Oh, we're out. Well. What? He missed that again? Man, this guy's really missing every move. He should have gotten hit at least once. He's going to take down my power points, basically. Come on. Man, this guy's having a tough time over here. The funny thing is, these DS's, I don't know how their batteries last a while. Right now, if I leave this guy the way it is, how did you miss that? I leave it there on the shelf, let it sit there for a couple months, come back to it and it still has charge now. I don't know how these batteries are even hanging on that battery life. I'm just surprised they're lasting, Pretty good little console. When you see the newer ones, controllers die. I know PlayStation 3 controllers died. I was just going to go play that game again, but, it died. So I'm like, what the heck, Yeah, you can play it, but, Finally we got him out. You know, you have to have it connected. I'm like, it ain't worth it. You know, having connected, I already just buy a new battery and, you know, replace that. Which I will be releasing a video here pretty soon if anyone is interested. Not on this channel, but on, you know, the other one, Collect It Gaming, you know. You know, this channel is basically for gaming, so yeah. Maybe later down the road when GTA 6 comes out, I'll definitely be playing it. You know, probably by then I'll have my setup and everything, but we'll see. I mean, right now I'm still in the moving process and I'm still repairing, so yeah. And right now we kind of have everything on hold because we got a special little event coming in, so we gotta just sit there and wait, you know, until the event is over, then go back to everything. And also we're doing some stuff out there, building some stuff, so yeah, the moving stuff is gonna take a while. So yeah, it's gonna take a while. There we go, we got him out. Sweet. Okay, I think we're down. Oh no, that was the last one. Okay, then we have one more. Okay, now all we gotta do is just get going. Come on, just get, there we go. I wonder what the reaction is. Okay, the champion. Not sure what happened. The dial could be different. Let's see. Your Pokedex is complete. Anyways, congrats. Huh. Oh, I thought it was like an extra dialogue or something. So there's not. That kind of stinks. Yeah, I realized the background is blue, like light bluish. If you played in the Ruby and Sapphire, it's like a purplish. So I think the purple is trying to get close to like colored steel, you know, like gray. Alright, there we go. Hope they bring a Mega Evolution flag on here and the new Pokemon ZA or AZ, whichever version they're gonna call it. I'm gonna call it ZA. Basically, if I just went with that team, I wouldn't have done it, but Rayquaza at least helped me out there. So, yeah. So it took 50 hours. I give it 80 hours because still I had to grind on the other games to trade them over and stuff. So yeah, I'll give it 80 hours. So I had to do this game. Yeah, we gotta sit through this. I mean, it's really interesting. And I think to me, to finish the Pokedex, the hardest one is to get my Elotic, because he's still gotta get I forgot what his Feebas. You have to get Feebas, and he's not easy to come by in this game. You have to fish through every tile. I don't remember what route it was, but it's right before you get to the flying gym leader. You have to fish in the whole entire river just to find him. And then still, if you don't find him up in that river, you have to go all the way to the bottom on the left-hand corner and find him there too, in case you need to. You know, which is a pain in the butt, honestly. Back then, it was hard to complete the decks, but now it's kind of easier since I kind of know how to do it. And basically, I have one game that kind of found it, so all I did was just catch one, sit as a daycare, and made it reproduce a bunch of them, and that's how I send every game file, without me having to go to every game to find it. But, you know, I have one just in case, you never know, because you know how that Pokemon's hard to get. It sure is a hard game. Just for that. I mean, everything else is kind of easy. Oh, then still, overall, after getting the Feebas, you still have to raise up his beauty. And, you know, you have to sometimes wait after becoming champion to do that. So, yeah, it's just a pain in the butt. And so, yeah, really hard to do. honestly forgot which starter I chose since I've been playing this, and then I skipped a couple, like 2 weeks, and came back. I think it was Rico, but I could be wrong. I remember I sent the other 2 starters, but I forgot. Yeah, it was Trico. Since I've been playing this game, and I kind of honestly forgot. So give me a couple seconds. Let me go do something real quick. I'm sorry about that. I had to go do something real quick. Alright, so here we go. And so as I mentioned, I completed the whole decks. Had to be in the, champion. So let's see if Professor Birch will give me, I think he'll give me the National Dex, but I don't know if he'll, oh yeah. Forgot about this cutscene. Oh, the SS ticket, I forgot. It takes us to, what was it called? The Battle Frontier. Pretty cool thing. Then I have to choose the Legendary. I forgot about that too. There we go. Let's go with the red. Oh, there's Professor Birch. Okay, so I think it doesn't show since, where the boxes are at right here. There's supposed to be a table with some Pokeballs in it. So I think what I need to do after this, I think I have to leave and come back in and maybe it'll activate. So right now they're updating our Pokedexes. There we go. Alright, so I'm leaving. Ready to come back. And see if that is anything. Yes, there we go. So you can get it, but you have to leave and come back in immediately, to get the Pokeball. Yeah. Finally, I get to get that Totodile. Which one was he? No, it's not the one I want. There he is. Totodile. Finally, he's in the team now. No, I'm not gonna name him. So all I gotta do now is just, hatch a bunch of eggs. And, so there we go, we're done. So it is possible. It's just, you just have to get in and out. So yeah, if you do finish the decks before, after you finish and becoming champion, you can get it just as a method I told y'all. Also, let's actually, can we? Yes, we can. It is a pain in the butt a little bit, Okay, so we're past him. There he is. I don't know where this Pokedex entry is. So yeah, and these guys are kind of hard to get. I mean, once you get these guys, it's like a reward basically. Because you finish the decks, and other games don't do that. Well, except for when you play like Ruby, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they do that. But you have to beat the champion every single time, and then they give you a starter for each game, all the way until 6. So that's kind of cool. I wish they could do that again in any of these other games where you beat a champion or something, they give you the starters of all the generations. Yeah, hope they do that here in the future. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much it. As I mentioned. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was a long video, and have a good day.